You're welcome back. It's the 6th of February 2022. Real true education, not fake news. And I just want to take a look at your electricity bill because I'm meeting people all the time who tell me they got deals. They got a new deal, they got an old deal. I know one lady who lives alone told me she changed over to some of them and there was a 240 euro thing in the contract and she decided to leave them. She wasn't happy and they took the 240 euros back of her. So this is the kind of thing that's going on, and you have all these different deals and you have companies telling you which is the best and what's the best one to go for and all that. So I wanted to show you one thing which is, in my opinion, the right way to do this. 40p, okay? Now, when you take your electricity bill here, on the back of it, it'll show you the units at various rates. Now, why they can't just put one rate and be done with it? That'd be too simple, of course, trying to confuse people. But if you look on it now, and I know you can't see it here, you'll see the lowest number, that's the previous reading. And there's two different rates. So the lowest number is here on this, is 84325. And then it goes down to the next column, and then it gives the final reading. So what you're looking for here is the lowest number, 84325, and the highest number, 85070. So get the smallest number and the biggest number, and forget all about the rest. So on this here you have 85070, you have 84325, you take one from the other and it's 745, and that matches with the bill here, it says 745 as well. When you get that done, you have the number of units they're charging you for, okay? And there it's there, 745. So put this over here now, not get confused with my papers. You then see that there are various charges. So you have the standing charge for 39 days and 19 days. What about it? Why can't they just charge a certain amount? But this is what they do. And you have the PSO levy on this for September 652, which is only a laugh really. It's more like 60 than 6. But anyway, you have the same period for October, 430. And you have VAT. That's 25% of the total bill, 2633. You add that onto it, and you get the total amount of your bill, which, as you see here on this, I know you can't read it, but it doesn't matter. It's 22135 down here, and that works out all right. So all you do then is write down your 22135 and divide it by the usage, which is 745. Divide it by the usage, and you get 29.7 cents a unit. That's what you're looking for. That's the price of your electricity. It's not rocket science. Go to your bill, take the lowest unit reading, lowest meter reading, and sometimes now with the COVID, they're not reading the meter. So it's better ring in your meter. Ring in always. But sometimes they guess it. That's 100%. Or 100% entitled to guess it. They have to guess it based on your usage, and sometimes you get a refund or you have to pay more. Don't worry about that. That's all right. It's what they're charging you per unit, because you'll get it back when they read the meter. Now you can ring in your meter to the meter reading, and that's all right. And then they come out and read it sometime. So the point is, and you take the highest reading and the lowest reading, and take the lowest from the highest, and that tells you your total number of units. And take that total number of units and divide into the cost of your bill, and you get the cost per unit, 29.7. That used to be 26.5 last year, and I remember 2014 it was 14.6. So I'll tell you how it's gone up. Now, I know of a woman living in Cork who contacted me, and her last bill was 362, and it's now, this one is 780. Almost double. And this is happening. People are getting unbelievable shocks. And you see, the thing about them not reading the bill, it enables them to get away with some of this, but don't be in any doubt. They're jacking up the price. Now, I saw on yesterday evening on Sky News on the television, it wasn't my own, I don't have television here, but I saw Sky News, and the electricity bill and the energy bills generally in the UK are expected to go up almost immediately by 154%. So if you're paying €1,000 a month or a year now, you'll be paying 1,540. Okay, that's what's coming down the track. Now, I predicted in a video about 9 months ago that Irish electricity prices will go up 2.69 times, not percent, times. And if you multiply 26.5, as it was at that time, by 2.69, you get 71.2 cent. So we could easily be paying 71.2 cent, right? So that's very, very high. So that bill of 225 could easily go up to maybe 800, like 225. I'm just in my head. Double it is 500 and 25. Could be 650 anyway. So that's what we're expecting, and that's what's coming, and it has to come very fast. Now the thing about it is that yes, it is the price of gas and the price of fuel, and money point is flat out despite all the wind farms in Ireland with burning coal. But even with that, there is the fuel thing. Of course there is. They have to pay for that. But there is also the fact that they have to keep all this extra capacity, windmills and all that, that only give power a very odd time. I tried to explain this. I tried to point this out to people. A few people did listen. The majority don't. They don't give a damn until they're in hunger and poverty and cold and dark. That's the way it is with the Irish people. But having said that, it's nearly as bad as everywhere else. Now we're getting €100. €100. It's supposed to come to us soon. And Leo Varadkar says we want to give another €100. What's happening there is they have the button pressed on the printing press with the COVID, and they're trying to make sure it comes down, that it's not just all goes to the top crowd, which is maybe a good idea to some degree, whether they succeed or not. But the point is, they're giving you €100 off, like in this market. So what that means effectively is that the taxpayer is now subsidising the wind energy and the energy. So this is a new thing. We have a situation where they're giving you back €100. Leo Varadkar says he'd like to get back more, but they're charging you VAT. So if you have an average bill, over 2 bill periods, you'll pay €100 VAT. It's robbing Peter to pay Paul. This is the crack they're at. Now, Bright Energy used to advertise as being 100% renewable, and so did SSE. And I made a complaint to the advertising standards crowd about this, and he shot it out of the water. There is no such thing as 100% renewable energy. This is a lie, and yet the Irish regulators will not act on them with this. It's a lie. They give me a big spiel about how they buy from different people. There's no such thing as 100% renewable energy. Now I found out a way back, John Lang, I said this before, he couldn't make any money, and his accounts showed that there was an input of money. We're investigating that. It looks like the Irish government some way, or through the energy regulator, gave him money, and to give him a big lump of money to bail him on, and it was sold on to another crowd now. And I think it was that green coat. But where are they getting the money? So this is what's going on. Anyway, enough said, folks. It looks like there's no end to this. I don't think there's going to be any reduction in prices of fuel. And we have this crack with the Russians now and Ukraine and all this, and that will not help either. So it's interesting times. Now, one thing I want to ask you to do for me, please, is will you use that formula? Take the total units. It's not too hard to figure out. The lowest, take the lowest from the highest. You get a figure, divide that into the total amount of the bill, and just post underneath, please, what your bill is. Just say mine is such a thing. It'll be probably 28 or 29, because people are telling me they're getting electricity for 18 cent a unit, and if they were, we should all be with them. I'm paying 10 cent a unit more. I don't believe people are counting it right. You have to include everything. Quite simple. Take your total bill and divide the number of units you used into it, whether it's estimated or not, doesn't matter, and that gives you the price per unit you're paying. Folks, please give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and please do make the effort to comment with your bills as soon as possible. Thank you. Bye.